guys, John and Guy from Surf Effects. This is the What's New in Foiling. We are at the start of June 2025.
Is it?
It is. Quick. It's going very fast. We're halfway down the year. Right now, it's, well, I got a few little bits and pieces, but it's harrowing. It's harrowing.
Mega.
North Ranger. I just did a full video on this. North Ranger, they come with a bag so you can wear it as, you can have it as like a safety device if you're downwinding paddling.
Take multiple wings, yep.
And you can take different sizes. So Ranger made to be easy. So they're all coming through thick and fast. We've already sold out of all of our first drop of the Ozone, the
Pocket
Rockets. And what's next? The
Stash, Duoone.
Yeah, so the Duoone Stash is coming any day. So they invoiced me for it last week, so I should get it any moment. But it's given...
That one there is the best price.
Oh, the price on that was...
ridiculous.
Yeah. I think they kind of screwed up the pricing.
Might have made a mistake.
Factory, but that's what it is.
But if you want a wing to get out, not necessarily anything more, guys are using them to get out or in. They're using them for safety things, and then they're using paddles as well, yeah.
Done. Other North stuff, the dock starter.
Yeah, this is huge. This is, we're finding ticking over. Lots of people really getting into it.
So people going, what is that? So this allows you to, it straps to a jetty or a dock and holds your foil so you can run and jump at it. So this will be sitting flush with the water. It's got ropes to tie it on, and your foil sits here, you know, nose pointing that way, and run, jump, whoosh, off you go. Perfect for getting into the flat water pumping scene.
Yeah, it's quite challenging. I tried the other day and I failed miserably into a big current, and this would have made it extremely,
a
lot more easy. But
when you're running down a jetty
with a cleat and you got to jump off it, and there's current, it's hard. So that's...
It's some of the wide wings that they're running. Like there's some new stuff that's coming very, very wide. And if there's pilings or any underwater ropes on that said jetty, you're coming off pretty rough. Actually, Rob Peary did that really well.
On a sup.
So yeah, I'll give you the footage for that. Hilarious. So a couple new wing harnesses to go, like guys are using the harness with the Parawing. That's the new one, one of the new Mystic ones.
Nice, it's light.
It's light, so it's all about light. The foam is like a closed cell foam, so it's not going to soak up water.
Little movement on the hook there. You can actually the range on that for guys that have been making their own. It's quite hard to get that much range. That's awesome.
Also from Mystic, it's in black, so have a good look, but also in a red. It's an impact vest with a hook in it. Now that is a much more rigid setup, but it's got leash attachment. So you got a leash attachment on the front, and you've got them on the side as well. So you can put your board leash onto there and your wing leash onto there if you don't want it on your wrists.
And the belt to keep it down.
Yeah,
go
so
under your
get the
gut.
Get the guts there.
But a customer that's got one without, his complaint always was that it was coming up. One of our instructors, and he's loving that.
So you can really
keeping
just
it down,
cinch it under the belly. The helmet side of things is pretty big. I mean, these things are pretty hard and they can hurt. And most guys at the beach will tell you a bit of a story about getting stitches. This is the whip bump cap. We just started getting in the bigger ones, which is good. The first ones we got were a small, medium. Now we've got a large, extra large. I got a big fat head, and the large fits me, which is good.
Shouldn't have put that on.
I messed up your pretty hair now.
I got a ponytail, that's why it looks so horse ridey.
The other one they've done now for the surf trips is a surf bucket hat, and yeah, they've got a hard shell inside. So
that's awesome.
With a little bit of padding. The whip ones are actually, they do have some sort of safety rating on them from some European helmet standard.
This would look good on you.
It would look good. Unfortunately, my big head struggles on that one.
No, it's got good ear protection.
It's got ear protection. Look, if you're doing a surf trip, it's a must, because if you're doing midday, anytime in the midday, more than an hour, I just get roasted.
Cinch strap, stiff peak, yeah, that's rigid.
Yeah. So
it'd suit all sorts of...
It's not just foiling, it's surfing as well. We saw a lot of guys surfing because, hey, if you're on a surf trip with the boys, the first guy with stitches is the first guy just handing out beers all day and night on the boat. With the Parawings, what do we ride them with? It's the mid-lengths. So
and downwind boards, but mid-lengths are the go-to as the better you get for sure. Finding a lot of different feedback on volume, I'm finding with para-winging, because you're static standing. You haven't got a paddle as a walking frame, so you've got to be able to get up. So
yeah, and you have
don't
less,
go too low a volume.
You got less pitch control of the wing, of the para wing, than you do of a
that's
regular
right.
rigid
You're
hand
standing up, usually holding with one hand. So, but yeah, it's super encouraging. Like people that are buying these with the progress to stash the wing and pump, have been loving them.
So yeah, it's mid-length. They work best for it, or downwind if you got a downwind.
Puffer Pro we got.
Well, in the mids, we do the North. So there's a North Midi, Armstrong mid-length, the Axis Blast, which is a great full board because it's a bit wider through the tail than all the other ones. Duoone Carve, and the Duoone Skybrid, which is what I ride at the moment. So fun board. And if you are riding a downwind, that's the new Axis.
Yeah, Power Blade.
That's the Power Blade paddle.
Super like a lot of catch, so don't go too big on these. Like, I think that 80 for me would be too big. The smaller one.
Smaller one would be the go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're looking at the shape of this going, it's kind of fat, wide. So you get more blade in the water for not having it as deep. Simple. Super stiff. That's a big thing with these. We don't want to flex the blade, but we want to flex the shaft. Very, very stiff. Very stiff.
Yeah, and it's not as important to go too much flex in a shaft for downwinding. You're only getting, we might only do 5 strokes per run, and if you fall off, another 5. So you're not belting your shoulders. So I like what he's done there with the more abrasive top part of the handle. It's grippy as.
So we just did a video on this as well, some more detail, but the way these are made are different than a regular paddle. So they're, instead of just cloth laid out and then rolled around mandrel to make the shaft, they're actually braided around the mandrel so they can control the fiber direction and stiffness, and that's how they get it super stiff. Because a narrow paddle like this should be flexy.
Yeah,
but it's not because of the way they're made. So
I find you get less fatigue too and a stronger grip with the thinner shaft too.
Yep. So we're starting to get a bit more stuff with bits and pieces from some of the brands. That is the new Carve 3.0. So from Duoone, the Carve 2.0 was very popular. It's a very popular surf wing. Smaller ones for guys kite foil in the surf. This they've changed a little bit. The profile is a little bit more staggered. So they're, the development of wings, and most brands and most people are doing that. They're not carrying one profile through the whole thing. So you're getting a maneuverable wing, quite a bit more glide to it. So it's a little bit thinner too. And you'd notice a bit of a contour to the bottom. Through the back end, it's kind of scooped out. So, and kind of the luggage is a big one. Mid-length boards are fairly new. So it's hard for a lot of bag companies to catch up. This has been going really well. So the Axis Hybrid is, well, their hybrid board. And this is the bag. Now the bags are available separate, which is cool. So they fit others as well. Biggest thing with these, you have a bit more rigid on the nose and tail. They're fairly light. They are very thick, so happy to transport this to air travel would be great. And they're plastic zips, so there's nothing worse than having your board bag in the garage for a year, go to a trip, and then the metal zippers snap off. So
that's the biggest complaint of every customer buying a bag without plastic zips.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Not buying another one with metal zips again, ever, because they'll fail.
Anything else, boss?
What else is coming? Lots of stuff coming. What Charlie said with the new Duotone stash.
The stash I haven't.
A lot of Armstrong stuff.
Yeah, the new Armstrong. So the next video you'll see some stuff. You'll see the Armstrong MA Mark II.
People already putting deposits on.
Orders on those. The new tail, the Surf Mark II tail, and the new Armstrong XPS Mark II wing, wind wing. Yeah, they should be shipping in middle of June, and we'll get towards the end is when they're supposed to be coming.
With the MAs.
What else? A couple other secret squirrel things from brands like Duotone.
It's not that secret anymore, but...
Yeah, but we can't say it on camera. But we'll have one soon. So if you know, you know, and you can check it out. Yeah, coming into winter here in Australia, but it's also release for a lot of gear, and then more and more stuff is trickling through.
Yeah, para wing. There's a lot going on with that. We're finding
easy.
it's...
Well, it's easy. And they're cheap. You get the Ranger.
Yeah,
It's cheap.
sweet. You can use it to rescue or not.
Nah, let them suffer.
You can use one in Maui, it'll be funny.
I'll use one in Maui. I'll hang on and get blasted.
Just set him off the gulch and say, good luck, buddy.
See you later.
See you at the harbour. You will probably just go straight to Diamond Head or wherever it is.
Yeah.
No.
Try to come in a hookkeeper.
Yeah. No, you won't be able to go that way.
Paddle in.
You'll have to chug out on your butt.
Yeah, there's nowhere to come in.
I got an extra large.
Yeah. What about here? Okay.